Hello ladies and gentlemen, we take you straight to the United Kingdom, where we begin the funeral of remembrance for those that died in the recent Pious Mythpel conflict. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Stargate Command episode. This is Bane, and you may remember in our last episode we left off with our fleet that I spent all episode rebuilding as ready for combat. So we're currently playing again. I'm just going to start it going. We're waiting for Fleet Academy to finish, although I should have really done that way before I got to this point. And then we got an upgrade, a level 6 upgrade, and we got the Snare Cruiser as well, which I haven't built. And I don't think I'm going to wait too long because I want to go to war. I've decided vengeance is needed against the Mythpel. That's my plan. It'll either go horribly wrong, it'll go horribly right. And so, yeah, that's kind of the plan. There really is. There's no more than that, guys. That's pretty much where we are. We have just finished our missiles that we were researching. We can get many of the tower inhabitants in Country Reply have turned to genetic modification to help them cope with the moon's hostile environment. The changes they made to themselves are being partial to their offspring, and their physical appearance is changing at an alarming rate. They have started referring to themselves as Tauri Variatus. Okay. So we can get puddle jumpers. 25 to 35. Battleship assembly yards. Advanced with fortress or death gliders. I think, as much as I want puddle jumpers, I might plumb for a battleship. Or should I go? No, let's go for the puddle jumpers. We'll stick to Stargate stuff. Why not? Well, it's not really us though. We wouldn't really. Would we use puddle jumpers? Difficult. I wouldn't really use death gliders either. No. Battleships. It's gonna be battleships. I've decided. Bane has spoken. Battleships it shall be. Let's just speed it up a little bit. I want to get these upgrades going. So yes, at the moment, if we look at the state of the galaxy, Boki was really annoying and for some reason put an outpost on the other side of us there. The Pious Mythpel are still at war, I believe. They're inferior to us. And they're at war with the Sin Mythpel. So this is a good time to look at attacking. And they have this wodge of space, which would massively help us. The Urgalak Purifiers, as they're called, are slowly eating the kingdom of Yonderim. And the Vetiricius Mandate has now joined the Federation here. So I need to kind of get more space and territory and stuff going on. So that's the long-term plan, if I'm being honest with you, is to take things and do stuff and be happy. And live a long, happy existence. And I think we're in a pretty good place. In Siplin, we did build, remember in the last episode, some more defensive stations and minefields everywhere now, as per your advice. So, yeah, I think as soon as this upgrade finishes, we're ready to go to war. It's taking a while though, so we've got unemployment. We've got lots of upgrades to do. I've been neglecting my planets a little bit too much. We've got more than enough food at the moment. We could. Where is this? This is at Condria Prime. Look to get a planetary shield generator. That sounds cool. Up and running, but I think since this seems to be a gene clinic, we've got lots of labs here. This would be better used, not as energy, but as a research planet.
Incoming transmission.
It shall become a research world. We would also drag your employees to coffee, but it's clear we pay for joining together against possible threats. That's fine, we can be friends. So, they've made peace. We just need our fleet to finish upgrading. That would be really helpful if you guys would just finish upgrading now. Not long. And then we can go to war. Well, just to show you our fleet. We're doing very well. Technology-wise, we're pretty good. We're using our advanced Naquadah generators. Now, I think, actually, there was the need. If I remember right, didn't we finish? I'm not even sure these are correct. Let's just check our ship designs. Oh, we've upgraded to the next level. That was it. The Naquadah Mark V. So, yes, actually, once these are upgraded, these will be a lot more potent energy-wise. So, and here are our vessel types. So, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Technology acquired.
Finish our plasma cannon research now, so we have actual plasma cannons. We'll get civilian cruisers enhanced, I guess. Wow, that's really slipped. I don't know why that's taken so much time, but it's a long time to get battleships. We have a tradition available. So if we finish expansion, that should give us an ascension perk, which gives us border range plus 25%, interstellar dominion, world shaper, research speed. I like technological ascendancy, one vision. I think we'll take technological ascendancy. Come on, guys. This is taking far too long. So lots of guaranteeing going on here. We do have the ability to actually build more ships. So what we could do while we're waiting, we could build a couple of snare cruisers. So do we need more than one? Let's get two. And look at some more battle cruisers in our fleet. So we have ships on the way. This is just a waiting game, really. Let's check our worlds. So Earth is good. How are we doing on Tiakia? So look, the surface. They're migrating away. We decided we found another planet that we like. That's what crazy. So we did get some Wraith refugees. We're getting Wraith refugees flowing from everywhere. Non-aggression pact broke off the Wraith collective. That's interesting. An inactive building. Because someone's migrated again. We'll put them in there for the time being while that science lab is built. So I think we're doing okay. Come on, guys. Let's finish this upgrade. We need to go to war. A tile to clear down here. I'm really proud of our actual progress overall, I've got to say. I think we spent... I know it took a lot of time in the last episode, but we actually kind of made a lot of progress in getting our fleet restored to glory. What's that glitch? It kind of went 160 and then it went up again. No problem building things on Earth is I don't think... Or maybe we do. We do have the academy there. So close. We can't build clone. We need to have clone vats to build that army. Wow, the Element actually do more damage than us. That's interesting. So the clone armies. Okay, thanks, I think. Can we can't upgrade that yet. So can upgrade this though, our Unity beacons. We just need you guys to finish. So close. And then it is wartime.
Construction complete.
A war that will shape the generations. We've got new technology. We now have strike cruiser build speed and research speed. We can get edicts. I'm not really worried about that. Toad asteroid mining. What does that actually give us? Ingenuity and productivity. We'll go for the Toad asteroid mining. 31 seconds, 29, 28. $20 seconds, and then this fleet will have finished upgrading, and then we will go to war. 10 seconds, guys.
Unit upgraded.
Okay, right, so let's pause things. It's time for vengeance. We will declare war. We are going to vassalize you. You will become our slaves.
We have declared war.
Well, not our slaves, but we are going to war. And our first target is going to be taking out Tronde. And we're on the move. Now we are going to take some energy loss here, but that's okay. We need to bring our armies ready to Siplim for now. Our first target will be Tiersonia, I think. Right, we've entered the first system at Tronde. All targets take out that outpost.
Hostile station engaged.
Corvettes are moving up ahead of the main pack. Comes the torpedoes. They're firing missiles back, but I think our torpedoes are going to hit. Look at them. blazing. Oh, they do so much damage. When they actually hit, they do so much damage. Right, we need to get our science vessel, wherever she is, to come research this project. And then this fleet here is heading to Tiersonia, as is Strike Force Gorgon and Strike Force Minotaur and Strike Force Chimera. We need to move our transport fleet up. I want them at Castra. I have a good feeling about this war. I just have a good feeling about this war. Because they've been at war. Look at this Urgalak Purifier, they're massive. We're relatively small. Apparently we've got stuff. What have we got here to do? That's serious. Not sure. We have a civilian trade fleet there. Right, Tiersonia, we're arriving. We're gonna. Well, that's Cantukla. Right, we need to bombard this planet, please. Let's merge those together for now. Let's bring our transport fleet in. That's our strike cruiser with all its torpedoes. Let's merge these together.
Unit under attack.
Let's bring our landing parties down. Right guys, I need you to begin bombardment of that planet. We've finished the research. So we can get sapient combat AI, arc emitters. Let's see, PowerPoint. We're going to need for energy, so we'll go for energy. Our bombardment of Yirok has begun.
Debris analyzed.
Construction complete.
So what did we get from our debris? Some UV lasers, physics research and engineering research. That's not bad. We're very short minerals. We have a bit of a mineral issue here. Let's just go to our planets and sectors. These guys are still on the warfare, so that needs to change to balanced approach. And hopefully they'll sort it out. But we do need minerals. I think we're going to have to get in contact with our friends at the Merchant Guild. Just communicate. Sorry dudes, we would like to trade minerals. We only really want a little bit. Let's just get an extra 500 just to tide us over. Right, so this is that. We're going to go land our armies here now. And this fleet here is going to move on to Zudra. Deploy the troops!
Planetary assault in progress.
Looks like we've got pretty good. They've only got standard armies, militia armies, so they're not going to stand up to us for long. So this should be rocked up pretty quickly. One army down. SG3 is taking heavy weapons fire, but they're doing it.
Planetary assault complete.
That's one planet conquered. We need to let our guys heal up a little bit while we begin the assault on Zudra. So the civilian trade transports just getting blown up. Let's embark our armies and move over to Zudra. So the music's starting to pick up a little bit. I'm feeling it. As our armada comes in. No sign of their fleet yet, so it doesn't really won't come. That's because if they rebuilt it like I did, because I pretty much spent all my time. All my time. Research is going well. And upgrades on Earth. Do you have some upgrades on Cadrea? We can focus various things. We need more engineering. I think engineering is where we're really lacking. Careful of my minerals. I'm still losing minerals. I think we're ready to begin our landing assault, so there we go. No real opposition yet, which is interesting. There goes our men. Drop into the planet's surface.
Planetary assault in progress.
We've got one defense army here, but we're already eating through their ground forces, so I don't think they're going to stand up to our army.
Planetary assault complete.
That was successful. So we're going to send this fleet now down to Cajibus. We've got unemployment. People are still immigrating around. We need well, we do need some minerals actually, sir. if you could look to provide us more minerals, that would be good, because we are severely lacking minerals at the moment. Because I keep spending them. What's it? Oh, there's a Strike Force Hippogriff. Which seems to be a corvette just sitting there. Let's get our armies off of Zudra and get them ready to depart again. That should be reasonably healed up. They have not developed their worlds at all. It's quite shameful. Shameful display.
Construction complete.
Let's speed up a little bit and just get us over to Kajabis a little bit quicker. I am going to once again contact our friends. We'd like to trade minerals. That should tide us over for a little while. There's a military station here, we're already engaged in it. Wow. Engaging their station, but they just don't stand a chance. Let's bring our army's transport fleet over here. Where is their fleet? Alright, we do need to bring our science ship in just to come research this project here. While the Earth fleet hovers over. Now we are going to be bringing in some new heroes. Sons and daughters of those that fell in the previous battle. That have now reached the age that they wish to avenge their fathers. And there will be a naming ceremony if this war is successful. We do have... it's a civilian freighter. Meh. Not worth my time. We'll land our armies again. See how well we do.
Planetary assault in progress.
The planetary assault has begun. These have got much better defenders, but it doesn't seem to be helping them because our armies do seem to be pretty tough. So
Construction complete.
So our ground assault seems to be going well.
Assault complete.
The assault is complete. I'll teach them. We're going to go straight down. I think this is their capital world here, so we're going to go down to Kanjuklamik as we continue our domination. Now this is going to be the tricky one. I don't know how well we'll do. But let's get ready for our... They don't have a military station. They haven't rebuilt their stations after I originally engaged them. I don't know whether they've just given up or what's going on with these guys. They do have some stations at Haneri still though. We did hit them pretty hard originally, if you remember in the last episode. We actually took out their facilities at Kanjuklamik. They are like a bit funny when they lose things, so... We'll see, but we are here. So army slip Wakar. Let's embark in again. We're going to bring it down. Here he goes, the bombardment of Kanjukla. If you remember in the last episode, we do know our fleet's not as powerful as we think it is.
Debris analysed.
Sort of flat battery and physics research and engineering research. We're going to get pulled off of this while this transport's coming in. But so far there's no real, I've not seen any of their ships. I don't know where their fleet is or where they're hiding it. That won't last on that transport. Let's land our armies, or get ready to land them at least. So we're going to storm their capital world, I think.
Planetary assault in progress.
This is definitely their capital world. Well, we're taking some damage on our armies, but they're also taking damage, so we'll see. Sure if we're winning this or losing it. We might. Oh, we did it. I was a bit worried that we were going to lose our armies there, but we didn't. So Kanjukla is now ours. We've got civilian tankers everywhere. Their fleet, it looks like they've got a fleet at Haneri. We've lost one of our governors, that's put us in a terrible situation. We need to deal with that in a second. Let's just pause that. So which sector was he governing? Was he governing ours? These guys are fine. That's Earth, isn't it? That's Earth's governor. Change governor, so we're going to need a new governor. Well, I guess it's going to be this one. Which is not going to offer us the same level of resources that we were getting, so this is going to be an interesting one. We'll see how that goes. And I want to press the war because I need to press the war. My armies need some time to recuperate their losses, so we're just going to, not losses, or damage, shall we say. They do have some military outposts here, but nothing really that worries me. Not with our size fleet. So I'm hoping we'll be able to take them on pretty easily. Oh, they've got just jumped another fleet up there. They've got about a K 2.9. They're not really any threat, in my opinion, at the moment. And here we are. We're straight in there. Let's slow down. Look at those torpedoes just flanking in. That is just crazy. Crazy amounts of damage. Let's have a look at our armies. They're ready to embark again. Let's bring them over to Heneri. So they've got frontier outposts there and there. Not too worried about that. So our next target would be Uproth. Never been there. Don't know what's there, obviously. So we've got a bit of a way to go in this war yet. So we're getting there, guys. I think when they've been in wars against everybody else, I think they've lost, essentially, their fleet. So we've now got Toad Asteroid Winding, which I was a bit curious what that actually did, but it does something, I'm guessing. So we've got 2 world habitability and Orbital Research Institute. What does this do? That sounds cool. We've got Biolab 3, or we've got naval capacity. So naval capacity would be good, but I think I like the idea of having an Orbital Research Institute. So we'll land our fleet at Yirok, which is also a wonder world. It's a wondrous planet. They do have some armies down there, but I don't know if they're going to be able to hold off against us.
Assault in progress.
Oh, he's getting support from the skies. Another world of theirs is ours. We're heading to Uproth next. We did not really take too much damage. It wasn't too bad. Our war goal is at 76%, so we are streaming through their territory. Lots of research outposts that we can upgrade, but what we actually need is some mineral resources. That would be good. Don't need food, need minerals. May even consider replacing these in some areas with mining networks. So we've arrived at Uproft and we're straight into combat with a base. They do have a 6.2k star base here, so this is going to be an interesting one. And that is where their armada and their transport fleet actually is. There's a battle cruiser, it looks like. It's going to get blown up though. So the torpedoes are about to impact. Look at all these torpedoes coming in. Oh, it's a light show. And all our fighters are about to come in as well. Slow down to a bit of a crawl there with the light show. So that's that. Didn't lose any sheep. They've retreated. Our armada's coming in. So their transport fleet's landed at Sabtrock. We desperately need some more energy credits, minerals, sorry. I'm just literally trying to keep the war going. They've got, is that a 16k fleet? We have a 16k fleet. We need to keep those guys back and we need to engage the 16k fleet. So where are they going, the 16k fleets? Where did the 16k fleet go? I think they're at Haneri. They're coming up to Haneri. Yes, they are. So we need to avoid them and get out of here. I want to intercept that fleet, gentlemen. Where are they jumping to? Don't jump yet. So let's try and intercept them. So they're entering orbit of Kanjukla. So we're going to try and engage them. Now they've got, by the looks of it, what are these? These are battleships. They have battleships. So this could be an interesting fight. I really don't know how this is going to pan out. Because we do not yet have battleships, but they do. In fact, we're quite a bit away. We're 58 months away from battleships. If we can destroy that fleet though, it will be an amazing victory. So counting down the days, guys. So here we go, we are heading to engage their fleet. I don't know, I'm going to slow this down. I want to see this fight. Let's have a look at some of their battleships, what they're armed with. They do have pretty good gear themselves now. And they have Wraith darts.
Construction
They
complete.
have a pretty good admiral. So they've got missiles coming now. We do have PD boats. We have a lot of PD, in fact. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how well we do. We've lost some corvettes, I think. But they're losing ships. And this isn't even our main force. Our main force is not yet engaged. They're coming in now. Here comes our strike fighters. Here goes the battle. Strike fighters are starting to come in and attack. There goes the F-302s. They do have strike cruisers themselves. Most of their destroyers are now falling, but we are taking damage. They've retreated. They have retreated. We need to push the offensive though. So we've lost some ships. We're not in a terrible position. We'll get the Arbiter to come in and do some research projects in this system. It would be good if the Arbiter train merged, but these guys are going to Uproth. That's the next target. I do want to try and track their fleet down if I can. And we do need to think about at Draken getting them some more ships up. So what can we build? Can we build anything? Have we got anything we can build? And what did we lose? That was the question. I don't know what actually we lost because I didn't check. I should have checked the stats, the results. But we lost some corvettes. Our admiral has just died, so that's not helpful at all. So we've got ship upkeep admiral and hull regen admiral. Ship upkeep admirals are really helpful, but it's not the one we really would want really if we had the choice. So let's speed things up. So their fleet can only be at one of these two destinations really, at Uproth or Sabtrok. So we know they've got a spaceport there. I don't want to let up, because last time I let up, this is what you guys remember what happened. It went incredibly bad. We're at 95.5% health, so we're not in bad strokes. It looks like what we mainly lost was our corvettes, which I'm okay with.
New technology acquired.
You see part of their staff lock. I don't know where the rest of their staff lock is, so I'm guessing Zastia. So we've got the new technology. I didn't actually see what it was that we finished. We now get advanced warship components too. We could do UV lasers.
Debris analyzed.
We've got a resource which does what? Governing ethics attraction. Warship. What the hell is this? Are they engaging me? No, they're independent.
Colonization in progress.
I think they're coming to help, but they've got a massive fleet. That's an impressive fleet. 43.3k. 43.2k. So I feel completely outnumbered by some of the big boys here.
Transmission.
So we've got an offer here. They want a research grid, okay. Did our army land? Or did their army land? We're already they're coming down to help us. So I guess we're just going to Sabtrock now. While our guys repair, and then if we subjugate these, we're going to be in a good place. Well, we're already in a good place, to be fair. The tradition available. We're now at war. Gaining these main sectors here, but we're winning that fight. Here comes the torpedoes. Looks like they're just producing battleships now. I'd love to have battleships, that'd be great. We've got some more torpedoes coming in. And we're going to bombard this planet here. I'm going to bring the Arbiter, if I can find it, there she is, just to come research this. Let's embark our soldiers, our brave soldiers. So the Blessed Savage Quests have declared war on the Wraith. We have an employment and some upgrades. You can actually build, let's get some more minerals going. We do need some better mining networks, that would be good to get. It's like our friends are back, so they're coming to help us. And now we need to head bravely home. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a great way to end the series. We have just literally vassalized the Confederacy of Count Duke. Ta-da! What a game. So that gives us... that makes me feel more comfortable, because we have a vassal now that can start rebuilding. Who can support us. So eventually we could try and vassalize these guys as well. But taking the Spirit Axe multitude could be a good one. Let's have a look at these guys. They're inferior to us as well in every way. So we'll declare them our rival. That'll be our next sort of area we're gonna head to. So I'm pretty happy with how we're moving on now, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I think we're doing well. So the Kingdom Beyond the Rim is now pretty much dead. We received rather troubling reports from the dear health of Governor Ruben Williams. So the Urgalak Destroyers they have renamed themselves to. They hate everybody. I'm going to guarantee their independence as well.
Colony established.
Oh, cool. We've got a new colony. So I'm going to call it for an episode, guys. The fleet's going to come back. We need to rebuild it. We can now get a whopping 396 in terms of fleet power, so that's good. That's going to require us to get a heck ton more minerals, though. So that's the next one, really, is looking at our minerals
Debris
as well.
analyzed.
And we've had their borders closed. The Spirit Axe Multitude, who will be our next sort of vassal prey, if you like. I like that, vassal prey. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think of this episode and how you feel we're doing the Stargate Command. We'll have the grand unveiling in the next episode of our new commanders who will take control of some of our Daedalus classes, and hopefully we'll see the rollout of our battleships. But this has been Bane, this has been Stargate Command playthrough, and this is Stellaris. This is Bane, signing out.